Oh, let me see mine.
I got this new thing. I don't air it until we ready. There we go. A little diesel on it.
I appreciate it.
I do it right. Got diesel on it. Okay, Flake. Y'all make it look like L.
One time. We live, Miss Fleur.
Hey,
That's right.
Back at it.
Welcome back to Tunnel Bangers.
Another Monday.
Shout out to Willpower Unsurfaced.
Hey, definitely shout out the whole gang. Shout out
that
our
figure
guests.
gang too.
Yeah,
shout out
our special guest.
the whole
building.
Gawker. How about that?
Facts. Shout out my girl Geek. Everybody up in the
Geek
building.
in the building.
Oh, Hollywood Geek. Yeah.
And definitely shout out our guests. We've been waiting for you all week. So, we definitely in here. Usually we like to bring you on in, and then, we had a little 5-second delay, but we in here. So, Mr. Money in the middle is in the middle.
It's like, no, y'all. I want to introduce y'all to my guy, Son of Jan. This bro right here. You know what I'm saying? Philly legend. You know the legendary group 9 Brigade Task Force. Now, Son of Jan doing this thing. That Southwest No Look. That's that work right there.
Yeah.
And y'all know y'all heard that on Glockaway. Let's go.
I heard that, John. That's my song.
What up, Beezy? What's good?
Y'all better make sure y'all tap in.
I'm chilling.
Hey, man, I'm chilling, bro. What's been going up? What's been up, man?
I'm happy to be here, just grinding, doing what I do,
Yeah.
Just putting that Southwest No Look out there, the merchandise shocked me. It's been selling a lot. For the last 3 years. So, I got the shirt on now, one of the newer logos.
Hey.
You know what I'm talking about?
And the soap and all that.
The soap, I was selling body butters, seasonings, pillows.
Dang, listen.
Everything.
He said seasonings, pillows. I
Yup.
like it. That mean that your merch is definitely doing good.
Yeah, the body butters, soaps are all natural, so you won't break out, get no yeast infections or nothing.
I know that's right. Y'all better keep your pH balance right.
You know what I'm saying?
Period. Yes, that's definitely dope. So what you got going on right now?
I'm about to drop my solo album this Sunday.
Okay.
Actually, it's called Son of Jan, January 22nd.
Oh, that's
Because
dope.
it's me and my mom's birthday, January 22nd. So we was born on the same day. So I'm dropping the album January 22nd. I always dreamed.
Happy almost birthday to
I
you.
always
My sister's
dreamed
the
of that.
23rd.
I
That's
always
dope.
dreamed of that my first solo album would be, I drop it on me and my mom's birthday, and it came about this year. So I was very happy
So
about
you
that.
finally did it.
Yeah.
You made that dream come a reality. That's
Yeah.
dope. I like to hear that.
Pushed it.
So shout out to you and your mom.
Yeah, rest in peace to mom. You know what I'm talking about?
God bless her.
Mom.
Yeah,
Rest in peace to my mama, too, y'all.
Yeah, definitely.
Rest in
Mine
peace
too.
to your mom,
Listen,
too.
look, we all sitting here motherless, right now. But, one thing they shining upon us, and, it's about home right now. So it's like, that's definitely dope to share a birthday with your mother.
Just so it's bittersweet, though.
You
what
know,
I'm
so
saying?
it's always a bittersweet moment for me, too. So I know how you feel. Like, my birthday is the 28th of February. My mom died 2 days after my birthday.
Well, that's
So
my
every
cousin's
year my birthday come,
birthday.
I'll be like, damn.
My cousin Nene, who was like my sister, we grew up together. She was a leap year baby.
Really?
Yeah,
okay,
so,
okay. Shout her out too,
But
you know.
She
Shout
passed
out.
away too.
God bless
last
her.
year. So.
Oh, God bless.
Rest in peace, Piggy,
Rest
too.
in peace, you
Yeah.
know. But that's the good thing.
Yeah, we ain't
that
gonna
you
make this
dropping
interview
it.
that
No,
dark,
that's the
yeah.
good
I don't
thing
mean
that
it to
you
get that
dropping
dark,
it because
but
it gives you an
you know I
uplifting
know your sister,
moment.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
man.
You know,
You know,
rest
it's
in
a
peace
happy
to,
thing,
Yeah,
you
rest
know?
in peace to Piggy, my sister. I got a song on my
Right.
album called "Do the Piggy,"
Do
on
the
it,
Piggy.
which was her, how she walked in her dance. So
Oh,
I
word?
just did a joke, and I did it when she was alive, and she was like, "Yo, you crazy." So when she passed away,
Oh, I'm glad she
we
got
threw
a
it on
chance
in the
to
bar,
do
and
it.
they went crazy. So they was like, "Yo, they got to be a single,"
Yeah.
and the kids loved it.
I can't wait to hear it.
It was.
I can't wait to hear it.
It's like a lot of songs that I have.
Mm-hmm.
Like I pushed on the underground, like didn't get the mainstream that
Yeah.
people didn't know, like in the hood and
Uh-huh.
even behind that, like that was hits
That's
that
what's
they
up.
just didn't know to reach to the masses. Like they thought, like, oh, when Nam did they play out or they wasn't around? Like no, we had to adjust to the new system that was going on because
Right.
actually I started rapping in 1986,
Uh-huh.
but you would never know.
Yeah, that's a long time ago.
Yeah, I'm just saying of starting
Yeah.
how the time was,
Right.
and then to adapt
now.
to the internet, because guys be talking, telling their business. We're like,
Right.
hold up, we ain't into that, what I
Right,
mean?
it was different back then. You know,
but
it's a
then-
whole new, different genre.
But then as
going
time
on.
go on, I run my mouth like geek when I'm on the internet.
Well, you gotta start a little bit, you know. I mean, you start from somewhere, and the crazy thing about it, from doing it for so long, you got a chance to see so many different generations, and the way that the whole element of music has changed.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. How does it feel doing music from then until now? Like, you know, because I'm not gonna lie, that Southwest No Look is my shit. I ain't gonna lie.
No,
I heard for it. I was like in that joint, like, geez, you gotta bump that joint again.
Oh, you love it. How am I going to go without playing one of the records
on it? So
that I
like,
ran around here with?
From keeping up with the genre today and keeping everybody focused and loving your music now, like, how do you stay up on that?
No, it's actually, I just look at it like, yo, it's a blessing from God, because I see guys who rap back then, and you don't want to hear no song from them. I mean, it's the truth, though.
It's the truth.
And I knew back then to work out, not get high, not saying it's wrong, you know what I'm saying, but, you know, to be, you know what I'm saying, to stay in shape and do it. And then I seen what hip hop, when I was younger, like 84 went, where it came into its now.
Right.
So I seen the switch from when it was fun, then it went to the golden era, the skills, then it went to the drug dealer street, and then it went to the flossy, and then it went back to the gutter, and then it went down to the south with the booty shaking, and then all of a sudden then it come to now with the drill, and now the drill was fading, and now that dancing thing coming in, and then but our era is coming back in, because I was telling people 10 years ago the old school beats is coming in, and they thought I was crazy. They like, ain't nobody want to hear them beats, because I was doing my mixtapes using all classic beats, and I was selling out every time on a mixtape. Like last year I bought my fourth one out called I Am Legend. And I did, because certain people from the era don't have they want hard copy CDs. Like, and they was like, oh, you got CDs, they laugh, but I sold 1,000 CDs.
They don't laugh, because that's what's really still like we was talking about that before. Like, it's nothing wrong with still selling CDs. You gotta take it back, because at the end of the day, people will appreciate you more. Like back in the day, I remember seeing everybody out there selling CDs and stuff like that. And everything is so on like YouTube, Spotify and stuff like that. But you're not getting your dollar right then. No. So if your family or people that support you and your music is good, somebody gonna buy your CD for $5, even if you're selling it for $10, $5 or $10. If you can't support me, but what I'm saying is, you know, you get your penny back, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah.
No, I was saying, now check this out, right? If you say how much is the CD, and I say $9.99, even though it's $10, $9.99 sounds cheaper, but it's still $10. And you get your penny back. Like say if you $20, it's a dub. No, it's $19.99. Okay, cool. That's why it was
$19.98. You get two.
Yeah. See, remember it was a 99-cent store, but it actually was $1.
Right. And so people they gonna buy it. Yeah, you gotta market your stuff and promote your stuff. And if people mess with you like that, and the music is good, and the quality of the music is good, and you giving off a good vibe, they're going to buy the music. So at the end of the day, you have to push it. And if you're not pushing your own stuff, who else is going to push your music? I don't care if somebody give me 1,000 CDs of my music right now, I'm going to stand outside and do what I got to do.
That's what I do. People say, I wake up, you right there every morning.
Let me tell y'all something. Y'all might laugh. Back in the day when I was doing music, right? I used to take my little cousin. Yeah, I do music now, but I'm talking about when we was doing music back in the day. I used to sell my CDs on the L train, right? And I used to take my little cousin out, and she was so cute. And I used to be like, I'm going to sell some CDs, but we're going to make some money. And we used to come home hundreds of dollars a day. I dress her up. I had a thing. She was in a beauty pageant, forgive me, God. But listen, right? I was conning people, too. I'm like, my little cousin, she really was going to be in a beauty pageant. But in the meantime, can y'all sign this? We only wanted $1 donation to get her stuff together. And they was giving out the $1. And while y'all at it, I do music. Can y'all buy my CD for $5? So I would take her up and down from Bridge and Prayer all the way to 69th Street all day long, 4 or 5 hours. We come back to the house, her mom be looking out the window just a smiling, because she know we coming home with some money. I wouldn't do it every day, but it was the summertime. I was a young buck. I was like maybe like 14. I'm like, I'm a hustler. I gotta make money. I'm gonna get this bread. And that's what I did. And it used to be so funny. And she still talk about it to today, because she like in her 20s now. And she be like, hey, cousin, I wish we could still ride on the train and go get our money every day. I'm like, right? Listen, man, the CDs is there.
No, but that's the grind.
Make your money.
Yeah,
make your money.
But that's the grind. Make like now, I got a single called "Hit 'Em with the Flavor."
Okay.
Where I took Public Enemy beat, And I took a Public Enemy beat.
Okay.
And and the remember they had to teach me how to Dougie.
Right.
You know, and they was doing Dougie Fresh Dance, so now I hit him with the flavor. He's doing the flavor joint,
Right.
and then my homie Flav too.
Hey,
so it's a double joint. His name Flavor.
Shout
So
out to
Flav.
it's a
Shout out
tribute.
to
You know what I'm saying? It's a
Flav.
tribute to him too on the low. You know,
Okay,
that's my
okay.
guy. You know, but I mean, hit him with the flavor. The single featuring Black Sicilian and Queen Nene Brown.
Okay.
You know, and and then it's tribute to them because I'm using
Right.
quotes from their records in the song.
That's
Like
dope.
Terminator Exit,
Hey,
soon as it
so
came
it's like,
through,
I got-
suckers hit the exit. So it's just from the era. And I knew I was all right popping when Geek
Right.
started liking my stuff, and stuff like that. She put fire under there. I know. I was like, I said, can't let nobody tell me that. I said, ain't nothing nobody can tell me. I
Well, I
said,
definitely can't wait to hear
she got all the models and stuff. So ain't nothing she can tell me, you know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Oh, she done let him go. You know what I mean?
Let him go.
Come on. That's what you was known for. America's Next Top Models. Oh, it's Ski Film. She done moved on up now. She's she's Geek Lee now. She's Geek Lee
She
now.
is a model herself.
So guess what? It's time for us to hit him in the head.
Hey, let's
Hit him with that flavor.
Let's
It's
go.
your boy DJ
My new
Pooh Geez.
single.
You already know. Mr. Southwest
flavor,
Nola
baby.
DJ.
We got
Hit him
flavor.
with the flavor. Let's go.
No, you gotta bring back. When it's heat, you gotta run that shit back. Let's go. Here we go.
911 is a joke. Death row, but a brother know. My rap name is a woman, that's my mother though. A little while ago, I was homeless. The way I carried it, you didn't know this. So welcome to the Terror Dome. Like Professor Griff with the black chrome. So Terminator exit. Soon as I came in, them suckers hit the exit. I'm a soldier like an S1W. Too many L's, now I'm coming for the W. Use a crackhead base head. They said I'm falling off, that's what they said. They trying to sneak and destroy. Hit them with the flavor. Yeah, boy. Hit them with the flavor. 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 It take a nation of millions. The hate count at a couple billion. I don't hate them, trying to make a trillion. Rap mafia, Black Sicilian, yes. The rhythm, the rebel, the leather, the gators, you're not on my level. I had to fight the power. Late night, I was pushing powder. We never got busted. Bad energy, can't trust it. Deep Public Enemy #1. Stay strapped, cause my Uzi weighs a ton. Yo, now I'm bum rush the show. You can make records, but you still can't blow. My 98 over Bill is like super spine. Hit 'em with the flavor. 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 Hit 'em with the flavor.
Flavor, you can get up or get down. Can't trust the hater cause the hater's a clown. Let me give you some instruction for your ass heading to that self-destruction. I terminated my ex cause my ex was bugging. I became Public Enemy #1 cause the dudes I was humping. But I'm the professor, so don't believe the hype. I bring the noise and fight the power on the side. Yeah, boy, we can take it, dear boy. I'm here, boy, I'm what they fear, boy. Queen, give them the flavor that flaves. I'm from the era of the ghost, so I'm stuck in my ways. I ain't never been a joke, I don't kid, I don't play. You step in the terror dome, I'ma swing your way. I'ma make a nation of millions, fill a chick. I know you feeling it like damn, she killing it. Cause I
hit 'em with the flavor. 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 Hit 'em with the flavor.
Just have a little fun. That's what I do. You know.
We gonna pause that. They ain't getting that yet. We gonna finish that. That's what the fuck we do. Straight like that.
Don't be doing
That's
that
how
to
we
me.
do that. We play it when the DJ ready to play it. We
You
gotta
ain't
talk
even
more to
right.
Son of Jan. It's
He
coming
made
back
my
up after
baby
we talk
his
some
crew.
more. Ha ha. It's like, no, I got you.
Hey.
I love doing that.
Hit him with
One
the
time,
flavor.
about to hit him with the flavor. Let's go.
Come on, y'all. Let's have a little fun. That's what I do.
Hey!
You know. 1, 2, 3, and do the Southwest, no look, no look. 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 I go on and on. Haters can't believe that I last this long, this long. I've always been relevant. My flow tight like a celibate. F you like the president. Staying on a money mission for the president. Man Franklin, that's my main man. Never move out without a game plan. Black gloves with the ski mask. My heart cold to make the heat blast. Put a bullet in your windpipe. I'm official like a rep with the pinstripe. Ain't no fraud over here, I'm official. 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 Do the Southwest, hold up, hold up. Do the Southwest, hold up, hold up. Do the Southwest, hold up, hold up. Do the Southwest, hold up, official. Ain't no fraud over here, I'm 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 official. Say it sound like pop. No a player, I'm just saying hi. I'm official like a referee. I know it's hard, you gotta pray for your enemy. You look right, that's a no look. You look left, that's a no look. You look up, that's a no look. You look down, that's a no look. Ain't no fraud over here, I'm official. 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 Southwest, hold up, hold up. Do the Southwest, hold up, hold up. Do the Southwest, hold up, hold up. Do the Southwest, hold up, hold up. Another banger production. Another banger production.
Oh! How you like that? The only DJ that's stopping when everybody get hyped. Let's go.
All across the board fires. Hey.
It's like, no, that's not fire right there. You know, shout out to you. I'm glad to be a part of the situation.
Yeah,
let's go.
You know, I'm gonna tell the people, you know, Pooh Geez the first DJ to break that record. You know
Definitely. And I was hyped when he played it.
You know. And then my stepmom got on him every time.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like play that.
Right at Illusions, y'all. Remember?
Strong on him.
Hey.
And now I'm doing shows, selling merch, CDs, everything in the book. Dropping my album because of that song. You know what I'm saying? So just want to thank everybody.
Man. Shout out.
January 22nd.
Guess what?
Son of Jane, the album.
Dropping. And also, it's your birthday.
It's
and
my
your mom's
birthday.
Yeah.
And you releasing. And guess what else? You rocking with DJ Pooh Geez right at Illusions.
Yup.
That's 4 West Baltimore Pike.
You know, we got the $25 tickets to enter. $45 tickets, you get food with it. You know what I'm talking about? Just put the menu up. You get 2 types of chickens. You get fish. You get cabbage. You get string beans, a partridge, and a pear tree.
Look. Food popping too, y'all. Make sure you slide up. Hit him up.
And it's definitely nice in there. It's definitely a good vibe.
Yeah, so, you know, I'm performing. I got one of the last members of Ram Squad performing and Supreme the Resurrector performing. Then I'm performing, you know, I'm going to take it home, you know, my stage show. It's pretty decent, you know.
What's up? I'm happy for
Well,
you.
Pretty decent.
I'll tell you one thing.
We support.
We're going to team up again. We're going to show you what we do. Let's go. Get with us.
Hey.
Yeah, get with us, you know what I mean?
So guess what? We got another song for the ladies to get hype off. Let's go.
Hey.
Y'all already know what that is.
Oh.
One time, let's go, Son of Jim.
Oh. Know what I'm talking about? Oh.
What you talking about, Beezy? What you talking about?
Know what I'm talking about? Oh. Know what I'm talking about? Do what I want to. When it's like can't come to me and I'll punch you. Do what I want to. When it's like can't come to me and I'll punch you. It's all eyes on me when I come through. Your main chick in my damn she don't want you. So let me do anything that I want to. You know it's microphone check saying 1, 2. I ain't worried about a hater like bye hater. On some main notes like hi hater. It's time to get lit, let's turn it up. Got the streets on fire, now burn it up. You see the steam coming off me. Got a lot of energy, don't need no coffee. Gotta get this money, cause being broke's not a joke, it ain't funny. You attract more bees but honey. Used to do the late night, me and Kev Bunny. Now they saying that I'm watched up, but they all on my when I pop up. They said I'm never gonna be nothing. Nose to the air, look at him, he frontin'. They said I need a queer Tom Jackson. This 1800 got me groovy. I'm 10 toes down, you can't move me. The life that I live is a movie. You know I'm a vibe, little Uzi. I'm touched by God, I'm highly favored. I ain't saying I'm the best, but I'm highly favored. It's all love when it come to me. Being something that you're not, you should wanna be. I do what I want to. When a tight jam come to me and I'll front you. I don't care who you are, I confront you. I got a bout game, I'll punch you. Go and turn broke, she don't want you. You come back up, now she wants you. Now they saying that I'm washed up, but they all on my when I pop up. They said I'm never gonna be nothing. Nose to the air, look at him, he frontin'. They said I need to quit rapping. Southwest recipes and Tone Jackson. They said I'm never gonna be nothing. Nose to the air, look at him, he frontin'. They said I didn't quit rapping. Southwest recipes and Tone Jackson. Can't do what I want to. When it's take time, come get me and I'm front you. Can't do what I want to. When it's take time, come get me and frontin'.
That's how we do that one.
Hey, that's on.
Yo, we gonna tell y'all a secret. That record was originally a non-brigade record.
Okay.
Before Mr. Cheeks Lights Camera Action. It was actually our song we did with Eve.
Okay.
So you know, it's some jewels out here. Like All I Need from Jay-Z was our record.
And guess what?
Okay.
The producer from that of them records was Bink, who was our homie, and we were signed to Elektra at the time. And one of our group members, Q-Don, got murdered. So this was before rappers was getting shot was cool. So they dropped us. So the records was he had them. Jay-Z wanted that record. Mr. Cheeks wanted that record. So he gave it to him. But you know, I picked the Lights Camera Action beat because I was like, we can Elmwood skate off that.
Right.
Cause Sonny ain't like to be there first. I was like, no, we can skate off that. I'm telling you.
Shout out to Sonny too. Shout
That's
out.
on dope. See, y'all hear that?
It's like the stories that like this interview ain't even long enough for the stories to tell like with the group 9 Brigade / Task Force that we did. You know, we'd talk forever. You know, but the group, I'm doing my Michael Jackson right now, the solo, but the group is the foundation. Like I never would have been nothing without them. Like Sonny Ice, like that group, you know, is like the end all be all to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, but without me, they ain't nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm just playing.
And without y'all, y'all nothing.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And without
I
them, I'm
cleaned it.
nothing. You
I
know?
cleaned it up for him.
Yeah. No, it's
Ain't no I in team.
No, they can't do without any case.
Period.
No, we
Ain't none.
we got friendly
Ain't
competition. We talk trash to each other all the time. So you
Yo,
know,
that's cool.
oh yeah, whatever y'all do, don't try to bid on 9 Brigade. Oh my God.
you know they
Do-
like the Early in the Game album we came out with, the single we did with Freeway. That album sold 350,000 copies, but people just here don't know.
Right.
Like, you know, that's before the internet and stuff came out.
Early
And
in
it's
the
like
game.
it's like we not bitter guys. Like people think like we not mad at change like we cause
Right.
and still on top of our game. It's just like we've been around a long time and you embrace your history. That's decent.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of guys here is rapping because of us. They just don't want to admit it. That's like when Pooh Geez used that word legend. I don't like it because it's watered down now because everybody's called a legend.
Facts.
And goats, and you know, somebody come up with one single, he a legend. You're like, how he a legend? He got one song that did 1,000 views.
Little do they know how hard we had to push them flyers and all that in the street just to get people to come out.
So when people be calling me a legend and stuff, I be like shying away from it. But I be like, then sometimes I be like, embrace that and I take it. Like, yeah, you know what? I'm a Southwest icon.
Like people, it's good to have. You got to embrace the moment. It feels good when you know that your work has recognition.
Yeah, we was rapping when they thought Philly couldn't rap. We was going up New York, smoking New York.
Right.
They was like, what borough y'all from? We like, what? We from the Southwest. They like, what borough? They like Queens, New York. We like, nah. Oh, we thought y'all was Will Smith, Cool C down there. We was like, nah, y'all come down there, y'all get your ass bust. Like they
y'all thought it was.
Yeah, they thought it was sweet with Philly until we was battling. We was in Brooklyn, Queens. We was all over. We was little boys too, smoking them. They couldn't believe it. They like, oh, we thought it was like, no, New York.
Ah, y'all had us messed
Yeah, y'all
up.
got us chopped. And then that's when the Philly wave started coming in the 90s. Like, sometimes when you sit and think, we was like, yo, when the 90s came, like ES, Breeze, and all them schoolie, they started drifting away because they couldn't transition into the 90s. So it was Task Force, Ram Squad, Lyrical Terrorists, who then switched to Major Figures.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to Water Moccasin,
Right.
aka Bump Johnson. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? You know, so when that time, but to me,
Bumpy.
and 100X and all that, that's when Philly hip hop was pure. Like that time when it was no social media and just doing it, it was fun.
Right.
Like people be on me, they be like, Beezy, why you be hard on the Roots? Because I'm like, the Roots, Tyreek is great, he's good. But they didn't have the streets like we was putting the work in on the streets.
Right.
They was a backpack group. And no disrespect, and I'm talking about selling it out the trunk, they didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Out the trunk was everybody I named. No, everybody I named was out the trunk. The Hunters, like the Hunters to me had the best stage show. The best. They was coming out of tents and with smoke and the gas masks. Like the Hunters had like the best show to me. Like when we used to do the Underground North at dances.
So, shout out to Bobby Dance too.
You know,
just
like,
to let y'all know, I don't care about my age being known,
Right.
but I was a dancer's rep.
It's okay, G.
So artists stop arguing with
They
me.
can still be
Unless
around.
y'all open for the people we open for. Shut the fuck up.
oh yeah, if you ain't do a show and dances, what Steve Harvey said, you ain't been there. Like
Fuck
to
no.
do a show and dances and Mahorns, the Mahorns was like the Apollo.
Man.
You was getting booed in that joint.
Yo, you had to bring this shit.
And they be like this. But let me tell you about Philly, how Philly used to be. Philly used to be like this, and when you rapping, B-boy stands grilling you. As soon as you get off stage, that was hot, man. I'm telling you, that shit fire. You like, I couldn't tell. I thought y'all ain't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying?
That was that. Yeah, you better move.
And then when I used to get right in their face, pointing at them. And they leave, they be like, that was hot. But that's just how Philly was. They used to say, here, you make it here. That's why to see Meek make it, I be like, I salute him. Because here, the way he got them here, that was hard to get Philly, yo. Philly was like, man, your joint was on 99 with Golden Boy, the #1 song. They still a boo you.
Facts.
Your song #1, you got to get in the club with a New York nigga.
Shoot, they boo Beyonce.
That's why I say Philly. How you gonna win if you ain't right
everything.
within? That's what I say. How you gonna win if you ain't right
right
within?
Say that again.
That's what I be saying. I be like, yo, we gotta get within. Boom. That's why when I see them support Meek, I be like, that's what's up. But even though the Meek name got us blackballed, because remember it was a group member named Meek Mills in Nine. So he gets hot, they not gonna play us. That's why everybody think, oh, Nine faded out. How could we get played? When they're saying his name is Meek, we're gonna go with him, and we know the guy, and y'all can't name that, but we're gonna go with this now.
Yep,
so what can you
exactly how
do?
I went too.
So we didn't get played out. We got caught up in politics. But when you mention it, oh, y'all bitter old niggas. How? It was his name. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So then you look like the bitter mad dudes because he popping. You like, no, I salute him. Because I mess with the dude in my group. I'm like, that's the real Meek over here. Just joking. You know what I'm saying? But I respect that dude. I don't even call him a young boy no more because he's not young no more. But I respect his hustle.
Right.
He grind. He had
did what
kids,
he had to do to make
everything.
it
Was the phones and ringing and everything, and I applaud that. But don't turn on us when we was like setting the groundwork. How you gonna say y'all dudes is Philly hip hop legends, but treat us like that? That don't make sense to me. Like I was telling you earlier, on my birthday, I finally dropped my album. I turned 51. Don't look at it nothing. But if I die, they say he was so young. But if I want to do something I love, I'm too old. That don't make sense to me. Does it?
You don't got no age for it.
Time is an illusion. And if I'm telling you, if something would happen to me, they was like, he was so young. He was only 50. But as soon as you 50, you too old. In hip hop, the only thing that's old is the rapper. You could be a DJ till you're 100. You could do a podcast till you're 100. You could be a dancer till you're 100. You could be a manager till you're 100. You could be a street team till you're 100. It's the rapper, they say, the one that's old. Everybody else can get older except the one that's the main piece. I never hear it in rock and roll. Do y'all? You too drop an album, 10-year-olds, 100-year-olds at their show. Hip hop is, oh, you old, how? I won't quit because I grew up in the hip hop. When I was a young boy, I was fascinated with it. So you grow and grow. It's just that what they doing now is not what I'm into, but I still, if it's something hot, I'm going to buy it. Like what I'm doing now, I'm messing with 35 and up, and they rocking with me.
Right.
I sell out my show. I throw my own shows, and they sell out. I bring out my music and sell out, but it's not a mainstream, so people think you're not doing it. But come down Southwest
Physical body.
And I'm gonna tell you this, the truth. 95% of the people who bought that Southwest no look stuff ain't from Southwest, because it ain't from being Southwest. Is when you take your pictures and look away. Exactly. 95% of the people ain't from Southwest, North Philly, South, everywhere. But I ain't started, but I put it on that level and they think I started it. So I'll be like, yeah, I started. But my homie Pooh the barber did it. He used to mess the pictures up when we used to be in Gotham. He'd look away like, dog, we got paid $20 for this picture. It's a brother Greg dude.
He forgot them, man. Oh.
But he'd be looking away.
Behind my back.
Like I never duck away from me being an old head. Like people shy away from that. I love it. That's why I say in the song, I say, I'm having fun with you niggas. Y'all call me old, but I look younger than you niggas. Ask Cosmic Cav, you ain't heard of me. Now ask your aunts and your mom. Yeah, they heard of me. Say, ask your aunties and your mom. I had at the Freak Nick. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm talking about.
I'm not embarrassing my age, yo. Because age, it has no number.
Exactly.
On great music.
Exactly.
My mom passed away when she was 44. My sister passed when she was 28. My cousin Nene, we was the same age, and seeing her pass, so I'm taking it like, yo, you live once and you die forever.
Exactly.
Like people put stuff on money. I never seen a Brinks truck follow a hearse to the graveyard.
Never.
Nope.
Or you haul.
Well, take it from me.
If you want your mom back, well, they say you can get $1 million a day, or you can get your mom back. Which one you take?
I'm gonna get my mother.
Exactly. So money don't mean nothing. If you geek, if they say you sick for the rest of your life, but you get $1 million every day, what you gonna take? Your health, right? So money don't mean nothing. Right. You need it, but it's there. Like they say, blood is thicker than water, but you need water to survive.
Facts.
And that's the family thing. Like family
Foundation.
is there, but no. Family doesn't mean blood, it's relationships.
Exactly.
Facts.
So I'm about to drop jewels on y'all.
Drop the jewels.
Every level, there's a devil.
I'm listening, bro. Listening.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, in life, I say to hang around, I call it poison ivy people. Like, you got a good heart. Everybody here got good heart because I know you even shorty. You know, I just met you, but you can see you got good energy. You're a rose. And if you're around poison ivy people will want to mess with you. But if you see a rose in the garden and there's poison ivy around, you're like, I'm going to go in there. I ain't going to touch it. Because if you go, you're going to be itching and scratching, so you're going to get away from it. So people not going to deal with you because of poison ivy people. And people is like the movie Cocoon. See, I'm an old head. They suck your energy and leave. The movie Cocoon, it was cocoons in the water. The old people was jumping in and thinking they was jumping in the fountain. The youth, they banging, they break dancing, they feeling good. But then they opened the cocoon and the people was sucked dry. They was taking their energy. That's what's going on now. People come around for your energy and leave.
That's true. That's true. We talk about that all the time. You can't be letting people drain you with your energy.
No, because when people are hating,
what I mean?
Geek, when people are hating, if you drop the H and put an S, what's that?
Say it again.
If people are hating and you drop the H and put an S, what's that? Satan. Come on, man. You know, get past the offering. Past the offering. So when somebody's hating on you, that's just them being wicked.
Right.
Yeah, that's just them being wicked. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And then when you can ignore it, you get the blessing from when you do ignore it, though.
Yeah, that's true. You know, I look at it like the haters, to me, they just give me more adrenaline to keep doing me. Because if somebody hating on you, that means you doing your job. If ain't nobody hating on you, you not doing what you supposed to be doing.
It's just wicked.
You know, it's going to be wicked no matter what. That's what this life is about. It's an imbalance and a balance.
Here you go right here.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, drop the beat and drop the jewel.
DJ Pooh Geez.
What's out, y'all? All I need, now brigade, let's go. That's right. Let's go. It's your boy DJ Pooh Geez. Listen, DJ.
All I need is for Nom to drop and do a couple of mil, and we find a spot for mom and pop. These bitches gon' find this watch. Plus these feds tryna bomb my spot. All I need is to hit a crap game. When it really get hard, got a kidnap game and a quick flip game. When the affidavit came, lose their names. When I hide in lane, yo, it come with the game, nigga. All I need is the God to forgive me for the shit I did wrong and the sins that was in me. The Henny was in me. Please, dearly beloved, we still gotta hustle and fuck it, live it and love it. All I need is my family with me. All my real soldiers who ride or die with me. Tote guns with me, go on a run with me. Niggas that won't need is one of them slugs hit me, dig me. All I need is down with me. All I need is my 4 pound with me, dig me. All I need is to bling a little. Let me sing it with you. All I need is my squad with me. All I need is an extra set of eyes with me. All I need is you to cry with me. Stand by my side with me, ride with me, sing it with me. All I need is to live my life so I can leave something for my kids and wife. Keep your head up on my thugs, doing 20 to life. Locked up in the vein, still living the life, living this life. All I need is to bring a hit out and make these niggas feel every single word I spit out. That's why I gotta push J, you gotta put my shit out. Platinum's the minimum or else I'ma flip out, nigga. All I need is a couple of whips after the show. All I need is a couple of chicks. Ask Freeze how we pullin' when we pushin' the fifth. All I need is to blow up quick, my flow be sick, nigga. All I need is for my people to eat that's fucked up on welfare and gotta sleep on the street. To cribs with no heat, kids with no clothes, no sneaks. You gotta grind so you can get on your feet, nigga. All I need is God with me. All I need is my 4 pound with me, diggin'. All I need is to bling a little. All I need is for my single to hit y'all. Let me sing it with you. All I need is my squad with me. All I need is an extra set of eyes with me. All I need is you to cry with me. Stand by my side with me, ride with me, sing it with me. All I need is a peace of mind and get away for a minute from the streets and crime and shoot the breeze. Fly away with oof and breathe until the got the loot. About to take it there. We about to take it there. Go, 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 go,
DJ Pooh Geez.
I smack cats in their face, put them in the south place. Keep on, in your life a giddy race. Ain't nobody hot as us, damn shows a lot of us. Ain't nobody wild as us, don't use angel dust. Used to be a corner boy, now I'm giving orders out. Got the best lawyer now, never see me drop out. I touch people hard, make a feel it in they soul. And mommy ain't trying to break off, she got the roll. Cause I'm Rambo, running from the zip, kiss aim. And on Willows, where we always move that kiss aim. It didn't matter if it's slow sleep, piss aim. Bills overdue, I had to get that kiss aim. Dog used to listen aim, I hit you with these fish aims. Your baby mother freak gave us all bliss aim. Bob stop cutting just like a miss aim. You on Greyhound, I got my own bliss aim. Miss aim. Rambo and E-Ness, got the streets on smash, we the king of Southwest, Southwest. Rambo and E-Ness, got the streets on smash, we the king of Southwest, Southwest. Rambo and E-Ness, got the streets on smash, we the king of Southwest, Southwest. Rambo and E-Ness, got the streets on smash, we the king of Southwest, Southwest.
Rock and roll, lock and roll, spit shine. I'm 5'8", but I ball like I'm 6'9". You got over on me, well, not this time. You in the gun line, we got smart bombs. Shit on lock like an apartheid. Got 4 albums stashed in the archive. La la la, I get my dick sucked dry. The start in the making, boy, get buck wild. Child, please, I smoke wild weed. You know what I prefer, that purpose how it is. That's how it be, kapow, your whole style. In broad daylight, it won't raise an eyebrow. Competition line 'em up, single file. It's a lot of niggas, so we might be a while. I'm in the in crowd, but still an outcast. Can't be out rhyme or outlast. Lock this to my nigga Rambo. It's a 211, let your fucking hands go.
Rambo and E-Ness, got the streets on smash, we the king of Southwest, Southwest. Rambo and E-Ness, got the streets on smash, we the king of Southwest, Southwest. Rambo and E-Ness, got the streets on smash, we the king of Southwest, Southwest. Rambo and E-Ness, got the streets on smash, we the king of Southwest, Southwest.
DJs.
The Son of Jan, January 22nd album. That's called Kings of Southwest featuring E-Ness. You know what I'm talking about? From the Son of Jan album. That's dropping January 22nd. Y'all can get it off my website. That's www.sonofjan2k.com. I say it one more time. www.sonofjan2k.com. That's when the album dropping on my own website on January 22nd. This Sunday coming up on my birthday, my mom's birthday. The album is called January 22nd. The stars have lined up, and I'm blessed to be here to drop it. The album is crazy. I got my homies on this album. I was only produced by 2 people, Blade and my cousin Robin Banks. Everybody's over 50.
Okay.
You know, that produced this joint. Like that track that just went off, that's a guy who's 54.
That's
you know what I'm saying? My single, Hit 'Em With The Flavor by my cousin Larry, he's 50.
Okay.
So it's the 50 and Up Club.
Okay.
And this album is bananas. I got Rel, Angelo, I got Sonny Black on there, I got Reese Banger. You know who? I got Lil Country, you know, he from the Nom Squad. Who am I missing? Am I missing somebody? Oh no.
Shout out.
The Black Sicilian Queen Nina who's on Hit 'Em With The Flavor.
Okay.
So and it's basically just me, you know, just my life story of when you listen to this album, you're gonna know everything about me. Like I got a song on there called Russell where I'm talking to myself. You know, I ain't crazy, but you know, just saying like Russell need to grow up. Russell got to man up. You know, I got a song on there called Good to Me where I'm talking to my mom and two of my homies that was good to me. I got a song on there called Woman Crush Every Day, WCE, you know, about, you know, this Woman Crush Wednesday. No, Woman Crush Every Day, meaning you love your woman every day, not just on Wednesday.
Right.
And, you know, and that using a Stevie Wonder, you know, sample. Then I got, you know, I got, this album is so diverse. It's like I be going everywhere. I got a song called G's Up, talking about the Bloods and the Crips and the GDs. Okay. And my homie said, "Oh, you gonna have to check in with that song when you go over there, because that's how dope that song is." You know. And then I got a song called Everything I Have, while we talking to my kids, saying me chasing my dream. You know, I wasn't a good father. Then the WCE, I'm talking about my lady and stuff like that. You know, I'm just spilling my whole heart on this Son of Jan. Everything you want to know about me is on here. You know, Hit 'Em With The Flavor, the single, like I said. You can go to my website and check that out. Y'all can go on the website now and check out the sample of the album before it dropped, www.sonofjan2k.com. I'm about to shoot a video for Hit 'Em With The Flavor. Okay. And my album release party is this Saturday. Y'all welcome to come. Geek knows she on the list. Hey. You know, you could come, you know, y'all on the Pooh Geez. But, you know, Geek ain't going to show up because I ain't popping just yet. I ain't get there yet. You know,
I don't do popping. You popping.
You know, I like to mess with Geek. You know what I'm saying? Geek
is cool as in the bed. They don't even know it. Hey, Geek, remember UE Radio? That was we had some fun times over there with Chop. Shout out to Chop. Shout out to you, Chop.
Yeah, so I try now to do interviews. You know, because my homie, he was like, Beezy, sometimes you do interviews, they be dark because your life, you've been through hell. And, you know, you want people to understand you when you talk in interviews. But I'm like, sometimes you don't want to be gloomy. Like, you lost your mom, go do what you do. They had people in here, because I be having people crying. They be like, man, you're Tupac and DMX. So I say, I'm Tupac, DMX, LL, 50 Cent, Chuck D, Tretch, Schoolie D, MC Breeze, now Ice Cube all in one.
Damn, that's a whole lot.
Tune in to R&B Beezy.
Oh yeah, and I got my alter ego R&Beezy. So when I perform Sunday, y'all gonna meet R&Beezy.
Oh, so let's go.
You know, put on a show. You know,
hey, remember that other skit you had in my act?
Oh yeah, I had the song you on your act. It's crazy. Oh, matter of fact, talk about the song "Do the Piggy." That's on the album. You know, I had to bring that back, so I did it over. Because it's a tribute to my sister. So I was like, I gotta do that song. Because my cousin Nene, who passed away, that was her favorite record. So it's just crazy. Now they in heaven now dancing off that record. Like that was her favorite song. So I was like, I gotta put that on the album. Yeah.
That's only right. That's only right.
Yeah. So
that's only right.
Yeah.
Easy. How was the transition? I had to take it back there. You know, I know you done move forward with the story when you was talking about the group. But how was that transition to going from being on you know, the little spots where y'all popped up on Principal Air sets and all that stuff?
Oh.
How did it feel when you went right back to the hood?
It was well, actually back then when we was on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air set in '92, we went right back to selling crack on the court.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. You know, because I want these youngers to be schooled about that right
Oh
there.
no, but I wasn't. But I remember one time I said the dumbest thing one time out there on the post. I think about it, I was dumb. We had a commercial on the jukebox, and a chick came up getting something. She was like, I just seen your commercial on the video jukebox and served. And I'm like, you know, I'm just out here keeping it real. I said the dumbest thing ever. That was just dumb.
Hey man, we get times like that, man, but that's deep. At least you admit it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but having a deal in '99 saved me from going to jail. Because my homie Pooh the barber dropped a pack on the ground. They locked me up for it. So we had to deal with a lecturer. So Troy Carter came to court with me with the contract, and the judge was like, you lucky. She's going to give me 11 having to 23 months. She
Oh,
said,
man.
but you came in here and showed that you're doing something with your life. So you got to show them. You just can't be like now, being a rapper is a scumbag now.
Oh,
you go in the
man.
courtroom. Back
Yeah,
then,
they
I
don't
got
like that.
So I showed the contract and she was like, you know what? I'm going to switch it. From that to 5 years probation. I said, I take it. You know what I'm saying? So, but then they said I couldn't leave the city. And I had to go on tour, and I was like, wait on it. I'm not missing this LL tour from probation. I was out, so I had a bench war for 10 years.
Wow.
Traveling and everything, and everybody know. I remember in LA, we got pulled over, and they ran our names, and they was like, somebody has a warrant. And I was like,
Damn.
me. But it was a fight at the club, and he let us go. But the whole time, when we was early in the game touring and stuff, I had a warrant, because it was just an absconding. So that's why I said when I got caught, I went, did 2 months in the joint, and they let me go. But I was like, I'm not going to miss my dream to travel over some probation stuff, even though,
and then miss out.
Miss out on that.
Because
So.
when y'all went did the Ted Phil situation, that's when me and Lou and Nixon all of us started putting a project together.
Yeah, and Ted Fells was the guy who signed Tupac, and he was Jimmy Iovine's partner. So he went who started Interscope, and he was like, I'm having the same meeting I'm having with y'all that I had with Tupac. And I was like, the reason you felt it because they say I'm possessed by my mom and Tupac. I'm telling you, when you hear this album, I give you the feel. I don't rap like him, but I give you the feel because of that pain I go through. Like when I do pain records, it come off with the where we been. I know you're wondering. I got a song called Enemy. Now this is a true story. I had a picture of Tupac on my wall. And I had the beat. The song was on the album was called Enemy. And I was stuck. So that picture, pictures always seem like they're staring at you. So I'm like, I had a little Alex Body moment. So I'm like, yo, dog, you looking at me. If you rocking with me and you keep staring at me every day, give me something. I put the beat on. As soon as I did it, boom, the song Enemy. They smile in my face. Talk behind my back, cause the fact that I made it, I ain't never go back. I'm in the bar sipping Hennessy. You ain't the kin of mine, dog. You's an enemy. I was like, they did the record, and everybody was like, yeah, that sound like Pac. And ever since then, I said I'm possessed by my mom and Tupac, and my voice changed, and I start sounding like the dude. The undertone, not the, just trying the undertone and the feel when I talk about pain, because I agree other records and it be that. Because if you listen to Southwest No, like I said, people say I sound like Pop. No, player, I'm just that hot. I'm official like a referee. I know it's hard, you gotta pray for your enemy. I'm like, that's Pop. Oh man, you keep messing with me. but I take the compliment though.
But it's dope. You know what I mean? We all learn from people before us. You know what I mean? And you learn different styles and different things from being around other people.
I actually met
Tupac. So
Tupac
you get
before.
That's a great influence to have.
I
So
met
at the end of
Tupac
the day,
at the Jack the Rapper in Atlanta. He had this one, Get Around, came out. Matter of fact, we met him before that, a year before. They was him and Big Stretch, and it was banging on people's hotel rooms. Somebody, where the bitches at? And we was like, what? That's when they was together. Back there was 91. We was Jack the Rapper. Then the next year we go down. He's bigger now with Juice. And then the next year we go back again. He's humongous with I Get Around. So now he's Tupac. We seen the stages go from when you down there, a Jack the Rapper's, it may sound old, but that was the spot in Atlanta where everybody went to if you was a rapper. Like that's where we met when Ice used to kick it with the Brat. Like Shawnee, that's where we know her from. And she's Lisa Ray's sister. We been knew that. Because the Brat was a diggity riggity rapper. And all of a sudden, I see her the next year, she got braids and a dickie on, acting tough. I'm like, Shawnee, where this come from? We seen her at the Source Awards in New York because Ice mugged her. And security was getting ready to tear us out the frame because he mushed her, but they didn't know we was cool like that. Because Ice and her was real cool, and the Brat. So we was like, yo, where this image? She like, Jermaine Dupri put me on. He told me the image looked like Snoop and stuff. And, and boom. Because Criss Cross, they always mimicking Snoop. Think about Criss Cross with the braids and the dickies. Mimicking that. And she said that Snoop gave her an image. I mean, Jermaine gave her an image.
That's dope.
And Tretch, and Tretch. Yup, and Tretch.
Oh, that's dope.
Yup, Tretch. Yup. But we gonna talk about Tretch. Guess where Tretch got the change from? Some group from 58th Street called Task Force.
Yup. Y'all had it first, yup. This one, Chaos was the DJ.
Because we was gonna sign with Flavor Unit. Because we rapped for We was rapping for Latifah at Charlie Mack Celebrity Game. We used to have, your Young Buck Civic Center.
Yeah, I'm a young buck, but I know a little something. It's okay.
And we asked Latifah, can we rap? And she like, nah, I'm a little tired. But we just start spitting on her. You know what I mean? But we didn't know Shakim, who ran it, was standing there listening. But we see him just laughing. And we're like, who this dude? And Tretch come up like, that's the dude. This is the dude. And they took us up Newark, New Jersey the next day. And then they was like, y'all flying out to Cali. The next day they have a meeting with Capitol Records. And we went over there and they was like, yo, y'all gonna be, they was like, get a song with Apache, y'all gonna get a song with KG, Q-Tip, we was gonna get the works. And the song, Hey Mr. DJ, that was supposed to have been us and not Rotten Rascals. But some, happened with the deal. We ain't gonna get in that deep. With Warner Brothers and Benny Bedina, Charlie, but that's another story. But and they put the Rotten Rascals on that record. That was the setup for us. They was like, y'all gonna go to tour. This when Hip Hop Parade was getting ready to come.
Right.
Because I remember one time I had kids when I was young and had no babysitter. Baby mama leaves me with the kids. They had the Man Music Center, Tretch and them pour ice in them out. We got the new group Philly Hip Hop Parade. They up there. I'm in the crib with 3 kids like this because I had them stair steps. And they there having the time of their life. And then right after that, that's when Tretch took the chains. Because he was like, what this mean? We was like, homies on lockdown with the padlock. I'm going to show y'all old task. If you look up an old Task Force logo, look in it. You see the chain and the padlock around our name. Like, we've been robbed in this industry, but people look at us like, oh, y'all, like, We had 3 deals before. Like, it's hard for people to get one.
Right.
We got 3. The Ali's of rap, yo, and they was real deals.
Right.
Go through something, get another one. Before rappers was cool getting shot, Q9, Electra drop a Silver Room, go back, get another one. And it's hard to get them. You see dudes who, you ask people that rap, and they wake up every day like, man, is this gonna be the time? Is this gonna be the time? So I'll be happy that I toured I toured with LL, the group, 40 City Tour, all women. That's why I don't like rapping for Swords. It'd be crowded with dudes. I'd be like, I'm not, I got spoiled from hell, man. It's 4,000 girls a night. Then the Paid in Full tour was 9 Brigade, Dipset, MOP, and Nori and them. And the Double XL, they said 9 Brigade saved the tour. Their performance had more passion than a DMX prayer. Then after that tour, we went on the Get Rich or Die Trying tour with 50 Cent. Like 50 Cities when he was hot, but we knew 50 when he was fat. That's why I was like, oh, that's the fat dude from New York. I don't know where he looked like the Hawk from now. And we know him, like, cause Q-Don battled him. He was in the studio, like, talking about us and stuff, and Q-Don started rapping on him. 50 was like, damn, it ain't that deep, yo. We was like, man, we'll play that shit, trying to sneak disses. Yeah.
That's dope.
Like,
that's dope.
Like we need to do a movie about us in a documentary. We keep saying it, because that's our bread and butter.
Would be dope.
I be telling Ice that, but he don't want to listen.
That is dope.
And Jenny Jones.
Jenny Jones killing it.
Yeah. No, I mean, let me tell you something. My baby mother, when I was messing with her back in the day, I sat in her living room, was like, one day I'm gonna be on there. And she was like, When I was on there, I called her, she like, just because she knew I was calling her. I said, remember in your living room. I said, I'm gonna be on there one day. Because she watched Ricky Lake, Jenny Jones, and Robert, what's his name, Downey, whatever the boy, and Jerry Springer all the time. And to watch him, and I used to sit and watch him. We're like, yo, when they used to, him. And I used to be like, I'm going to be on there one day. Yup, Geraldo.
And you end up being on Ricky. Really?
Yup, Geraldo. And we was on there, and I was like, damn, I told you I was going to be on there. And then, always wanted to do Powerhouse. We used to go in 90. 91, 92, crying, we'll do it one day. And then finally to do Powerhouse in 2002, because 99 said, we give y'all 20 minutes to open. We said, no, we coming out with Freeway with Jay-Z in primetime. I was in that dressing room, boo-hooing. Jay-Z was looking at me like I'm crazy. He like, why my man over there crying? Because I'm like, do you know I dreamed about doing Powerhouse? And then to come out and 20,000 people know your record, that blew my mind home. I was here. Because the dream to do it here.
That's the love.
And then there was a chick up front who fronted on me in Trendsetters one night. Up front calling me. I'm like, And I said it in there. You fronted on me in Trendsetters, shorty. And they was cracking up. got my payback. You know what I mean? But just to do the
Got my
dream,
payback.
and now my other dream is coming true this Sunday.
That's right.
I
J-Ray,
dropped-
22nd.
I
So
dropped-
is mine.
I finally
Let's
dropped
go.
my album, my solo album, which is a tribute to my mother. Like my rap name is the Son of Jan. You don't even say my name, you say my mother name. So anytime you say, oh, that's the Son of Jan, you say her name. And that's dope, you know what I'm saying?
That
So,
is
you
dope.
know.
That is dope.
Because people would be like, who that? Oh, that's Jan's son. Oh, that's the Son of Jan. So, and I had the tattoo on me before she died. She seen it. This was the only tattoo she was happy about. All the other ones, like, what you ink your body up for?
But long as you hear her name on
Yeah,
it,
she was like,
oh, that's all right.
And then she like, oh, the Zip. You ain't from the Zip, Mongo Nation. I'm like, She like,
Shout out to Ronnie Ryan from
right, franchise. We flex out on that one. No, I mean, but it's just that my mom, what's crazy is I had two mothers. Like, I ain't even gonna shortchange my grandmother. Like, when I do that, like, the song I got on my album called For Mothers is a Mother's Day record. I'm talking about my grandma.
Okay.
Everybody listening, like, oh, I thought you'd be talking. I said, I say, I start struggling when I got grown. You know how people be like, oh, I had rats and roaches. I had to eat cereal and milk. If I say that, I disrespect my grandmom and grandfather. I don't know how it was with the lights out or you're not having a phone or kerosene. I had food every day. I had House of Bargain clothes, but I had some clothes.
Some clothes. He said, hey, look. He said he was good.
And you know how they be like, oh, that's a little kid who smell like pee or the dirty kid. I didn't go through that.
Right.
It's like when I got older and lost them, I started struggling. Like grandmother passed, mom go. They my crutches. I'm walking, so God like boom, boom, you fall. He said, Russell, you got to be a man. Like God works in mysterious ways, even though people be thinking it sound harsh, but that's the truth though. You know what I mean? But like, cause my grandmother was Miss Arlene. That's why my next album, I'm only doing 2 albums because I've done it so long. This one is Son of Jane, and my next one is called Arlene's Grandson, Tears of Joy. And I'm done. I'm not rapping no more. I'm done. I'm over. It's kapoof. I'm managing, CEO. I'm getting my geek on. I'm
That's
done.
heavy, Beezy. That's heavy.
dope.
I spent my whole life in this joint. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing else but this music. Like chasing this dream made you not have a job, don't have a trade. You like hip hop.
Right.
And some get tortured, some get caught up in it like that. I be admitting it like, yo, because if you put 100%, you're gonna get 100% results. You get 50%, you're gonna get 50. We put 100. That's why we got one thing I say about my crew, and I love them dudes to the day I die. We got to that shit. Like niggas, like we was pit bulls of it. You couldn't tell us nothing.
Right.
Facts.
That's dope.
Always arguing though. We had the cameras on us. We fighting now. Me and Ice just was arguing, brains coming out. Oh yeah. They called us bullies because we was militant. We like we ain't play that, man. Sonny a martial artist. Me and Ice box, so we ain't need security. Like let's go. That's why everybody in Philly used to stay away from us because we was from a neighborhood that was aggressive. You had 30 dudes on the corner chasing one car and. Like we was from an aggressive neighborhood. It was just like that. It was aggressive. Like the real gangsters from Southwest was from our neighborhood. And you know you had to be on point with it. So coming from 58th Street, and then it was getting money neighborhood. So you had the envy. So not only worry about the people in your neighborhood, outside your neighborhood, but then. People thought it was segregated and it wasn't. Because once something happened, it was Voltron. Because my whole neighborhood is related for some way. It's my cousin, Sonny got kids by my cousin. His brother got kids by my sister. Meek Mills and my team, his kids is my cousin. Tuna, his grandchild is my niece. So everybody's related. So when you want to fight or smash somebody, you're like, man, I got to deal with 100 of them. But when my grandmom and mom left, and my grandfather, I'm not going to disrespect Mr. Russell, who I'm named after. That's what people say, Mr. Russell, but that's grandpa to me. When they left, it's just like the blood thicker than water, but you need water to survive. The family just went chaotic. And it's just, you know, and I hate that. Like, that burns my soul because we grew up tight. Like, when Christmas and Thanksgiving come, and I don't hear Nat King Cole, like my chestnuts roasting, or I'll be sick to my stomach when holiday time comes. Because my mom died a day after Christmas. But just being around my grandmom when she was cooking, you know, it just, you know, that family joint, like it gets to me. Like that really bothered me. Like the term, and don't see Piggy no more, my sister. And then, well, my cousin, he was saying, "Dog, but you got to talk about, your pain." Like when my cousin Nene passed away, my whole soul was wiped away. Like I'm fronting being happy. Like I say, like I smile. Nah, that's really the hard to pain. That crushed me. Seeing her, and it's like seeing myself. But that's why this album, January 22nd, The Sun and Jan, is so dope because my whole life is into it. It drops Sunday on January 22nd.
Hey. Show up.
And show out.
Show up and show out. 403 West Baltimore Pike. That's Illusions.
It's Illusion. 4 to 9.
4 to 9.
It's an early party because people got to work the next day. We don't want them drunk and calling out.
And I'm telling you, and don't
fired.
come there thinking it's not going to be packed because I'm trying to tell you, it's going to be some people there.
Oh, no. Like, one thing I do, just like she said earlier, and you said, I promote myself. I don't never want nobody else to, like, oh, you ain't promote. I joke with my friends sometimes, but I got to do it. And then people outside other places do it. Like, when you believe in yourself, it's just all going to come back to you.
So they definitely going to come out.
Yeah.
Y'all make sure y'all tap in.
Tap in.
Yes.
It's your boy DJ Pooh Geez. Look.
SpFly.
Shout out to you, Son of Jen. Look,
Definitely.
I can't wait. Y'all got to meet us there at the party. It's going down. I'm the DJ on the ones and twos.
Hey.
Listen, the album dropped January 22nd.
January 22nd.
On www.sunandjan2k.com.
So guess what? We talk to y'all on the flip side. Thank y'all.
See y'all next week.
Let's go. Tunnel bangers.